Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, as examples of activities that may qualify as fair use. Section 107 calls for consideration of the following 4 factors in evaluating a question of fair use: amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. Under this factor, courts look at both the quantity and quality of the copyrighted material that was used. If the
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast.
All right. Let's see here. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry about the late show. I had to go ahead and deliver a unit to Starbucks. So quite a pain delivering some of these units. I have an entire week full of delivery, installs, and all that kind of craziness. I I have an isomatic that I have to sell. Then I have to remove the old unit and install the new one. And this is for a famous donut chain down here in Houston. So I'd like to apologize for my lateness. I tried to go on a little earlier to show you guys a little bit what I was into. But now we're here. I got some commercials and all that good stuff to show you from Learn to Trade. I'll be putting that stuff on every show. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me look up Home Depot. Let's see what they got with their jobs. I was driving on what we call the Katy Freeway, and I just so happened to see a tech driver mechanics. I saw a tech for Home Depot driving on the toll road. So Home Depot is moving even faster than I thought. As far as I'm pretty sure I saw that they are doing installs on tankless water heaters, and it appears that they're doing work on generators, like the Generac generators. Let me see what kind of I'm trying to see if I can find it. They said they're hiring now. Let's see what they got here. I don't quite know how this thing is going to work. So I'll look into that. Oh, you guys couldn't really see it that well. I'll look into this for you and see what I can dig up. Oh, let me make this bigger. I've added a lot of other things like this. I've added a lot of other things to this system. Let me see what the hell is it under? Maybe it's on the supply chain. So we'll see. I didn't really. This is 0 live results. Let me block it. Oh well. It's a holiday. I hope you guys are enjoying maybe you guys took the day off. As you can see, I know I didn't. Hey, what's happening? To my people on Instagram, APD and 224. What's happening? Hold on a second here. I'll keep looking for these. I see they got shop jobs. Man, I'm going to see if I could find these. So they said they were hiring. And if you look at what Home Depot is offering, they are now putting next to the items. Let me see if I can show you. Next to the items, they're placing Depot. All right. Let me see if I can find it for you. Like if you go for Home Depot Ream, you'll find that it's offering, expert water heater install. And what the expert water heater installation is giving you is it's actually taking you to Home Depot. You're actually not ending up with the Ream system. You're actually going to end up with the Home Depot tech. And for those of you who don't know, here is Ream. It varies in your market as far as who can who can work on Ream. In my market, you used to they didn't have a restriction, but now they currently do. You can descale these machines, and they should be descaled quarterly. So that is still on the table for you. You don't have to be an authorized plumber. Hold on, let me see here. Sorry, my whole day is just all over the place, and I got an early day tomorrow. This whole week is just nuts. On the commercial side, you'll find that as soon as the temperature comes down, you're going to end up with a lot of calls on refrigeration. A ton of calls on refrigeration. Let me see. This Ream isn't going to let me do it. But Ream they have a whole system here where you can set up an account. They have a lot of training videos. I'd have to prep this ahead of time. But Ream, Navien, hold on. Okay, so this is their online training for the Navien. And locally, you're going to have training for Navien with your local Navien distributor. Wherever you may be located, you're going to have one near you. Now, just so you know, you're going to want to take out the Naviens. When they have a problem, you're going to want to take out the Navien, and then you're going to want to install another unit, a Bosch, or even a Ream. And if you install a Ream, in my opinion, you're kind of going to end up in the same boat. Only good thing about the Ream is that you can pick up the Ream units at any Home Depot. Ream is sold through Home Depot. Ream is sold through damn it. I'm sorry. It is escaping me right now, but it is a large distributor that is nationwide from sea to shining sea. Ferguson. So Ferguson is going to have it. Now, they're not going to have it as much. Hey, Brother Charles. I am glad you're on. Somebody is interested in talking to you about ice machine cleaning. So I said, if they call up during the day, I'll patch them in on a conference call. So it's not like I'm going to give out your phone number or something like that. So just be prepared. So I'll try to make it brief, like a 5-minute phone call or something like that. So he can ask you whatever in the world he wants to ask you. Who knows what it could be. But yeah, Brother Charles. Hey, also, I'm glad you're on here. Brother Charles, I have a Shipley's Donuts. I have a Shipley's donut that I am going to remove the old one and install the new one. So I was gonna put an Istro in place of this Isomatic. I scrapped that idea. I'm just gonna put an Isomatic. I'm gonna take out the Isomatic. It's on top of a soda dispenser on the counter, and do that. I might need your son. Yeah, so I'm gonna need your son. And then we're going to, because this one is the soda dispenser is on top of the counter, and then the ice machine is on top of that one. So I haven't had one of these for years. Everybody sees me at the sandwich shop where I'm always doing that one Manitowoc. But this guy, he sold his Shipleys. Father passed away, left them the Shipleys, and so you guys are not familiar. So Shipley's is not. Let me make this bigger. So Shipley's is not. It's a regional. Let me see what. Oh wow, they have an investor now. What? Wow. All right. This is new. This is new to me. Wow. So there's some Shipley's in Florida. Whoa. Okay. I thought they were just like Whataburger. I thought they were just a Houston thing. They are over there where I used to live. Let's see here. What part of Pennsylvania? Where the hell is this? This is North Carolina, it appears like. No, that's Maryland. Alexandria, so there's Virginia. Okay, so there's Maryland and then there's Virginia. All right, so this information would be good for a number of you that you guys are in these areas. Okay, you know what? I never know. Okay, you said never. You said just know what day. Okay, this is the one that's over by my house. So this is one closer to Galveston. And we're gonna have to cut out. We're gonna have to cut out the old one. The chill plate started to separate. Gonna have to cut out the old one, and then install the new one. I'm going to send over the estimates to the guy. I'm busy as I don't know what tomorrow. I'm going to send it on over to him tomorrow. If Isomatic has it in stock, which chances are they do, we might end up doing this thing by the end of the week because he's already sold the Shipleys. So he has to leave it in a good condition. But I had no idea the Shipleys was outside of Houston. Let me see what else. So they got Denver. They are everywhere. This map is horrible, by the way, but whoa, this is nice. So it looks like that's south of Orlando. Let me see what they got going on here, because a lot of you guys are in Florida. What in the whoa? All right, they got at least two in Orlando. Oh, okay, coming soon. Whoa, a lot more than okay, that's Georgia. Okay, so Georgia, South Carolina. All right, so this is going to benefit you East Coast people. Let me explain to you guys who Shipley's is. Alabama. This was complete impromptu. I had no idea I was going to be telling you guys about Shipley's Donuts. All right, so Shipley's Donuts is as you see here, their headquarters is in Houston, Texas. I was just telling Brother Charles to go on over to Shipley's and present to them his information because, they've been around since 1936. The location I'm actually gonna go to, it's been in existence for 60 years. Yeah, I want to say the current, which is the son, the current owner said that he's in oil and gas and he wants nothing to do with it. Oh. Yeah, so it's right on this street called Main Street in Houston, Texas, on the just north of downtown. They have their headquarters. It's a very nice white building. It looks like a White Castle. See, I got 13 near me. Let me take a look at the menu. This is a very stripped down donut shop. Um, I like everything they have except for their apple fritter. With the exception of the apple fritter, everything else is phenomenal. Everything else is pretty good. Yes. So just like Charles is saying, Shipley Donuts all should have an ice machine. Yes, every Shipley's Donuts should actually have a Scotsman ice machine. Every single one. Most Shipley's Donuts will have two. They will have one at the drive-through for the drive-through window, and then they will have one for walk-ins. Let me see if I can show you guys a picture of this. I normally do not service Shipley's, and my daughter loves the strawberry ice with sprinkles. I like their blueberry. They have a blueberry glazed and they have blueberry plain, but I like the blueberry glazed. Uh, I like the rest of them. I think the apple fritter is undercooked compared to what I grew up with, and it looks like they're bringing kolaches out of the South and bringing them north of the Mason-Dixon line. We also in the South we have Tim Hortons has come here, and I've done some stuff like that. So you would have to see my Instagram to see the Tim Horton stuff. So it's a lot of bun in the Tim Horton. So let me see if I can find some pictures for you guys. So it's going to be two ice machines in there, Scotsman's. You're looking at a Hobart mixer, a floor stand mixer. Let's see if I can find some ones here. Oh God, they use warmers. I can't think of what brand. Now, here's the thing. Here it is, North Main. It's a little dicey. On their equipment. They're pretty fast and loose when it comes to what type of equipment the stores are supposed to have. And yes, and I am doing a store like this. You will not see a store like this. These are the stores from the 30s all the way up to the 80s. The new stores look nothing like this. Yeah, there it is. The new stores look nothing like this. And so some of the new stores they're letting the owners get away with a Tosa. So there's a lot of Atosa in these locations. Yes, here we go. Here's a good picture. So they're supposed to have Vulcan ovens. That's what they're supposed to have. And then I believe this is a Metro warmer there. So what they're putting in the warmers are the kolaches. You've seen me do a video or two on the Metro, especially when I do it at the chicken places, and you've seen me at some hotels. So here's the pretty much every Shipley's donut is going to have this same configuration. They do have quite a bit. There we go. This is what your Shipley's is going to look like. This is the franchise Shipley's. This is it right here. Much better looking. Hey, governmental guy, what's up? Much better looking than, let me see if this will work. Oh no, sorry. Much better looking than the old school type of deal. Naj, what's happening? Naj on IG, what's the word? So yeah, that's nice. It seems to be that they're using the same type of builders that quite a few, where they're using the same plans. So there's a couple of sandwich chains that are using this same style, quite a few, and a chicken place that is using this couple, almost like Zaxby's, almost like not Dave's Hot Chicken, but there's a number of people that's using this same format. But within this format, you're going to find a number of pieces of refrigeration. You're going to find 2 ice machines. You will find two ovens. The mixer, if you choose to engage in that, so it's almost always going to be Hobart. So that's going to stay the same. The ovens primarily are going to be Vulcan, but I have seen them go with other things. They are extremely flexible. I will say that. So to get open, to get things going, they are willing to let these franchisees do just about whatever they want to do. Excuse me. And so this is quite interesting to me. This is quite interesting. You see what else I can find here. Oh, this is Houston. This is Houston here that they're showing. All right, so this is a good one in this market. That's why I'm trying to bring this up to Charles, is that because Charles exclusively does ice machine cleaning. He doesn't engage in any type of repair. He doesn't engage in installation. He doesn't get involved with any of that. So I'll pitch all of the ice machine cleaning stuff. I'll pitch that right over to him. So that's how we work together in this market. If you're not familiar, that is what we do. All right, hold on. Shipley's Donuts. Let me see here. Well, it's going to be private. Revenue 2022. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so they had a record-setting year. And now they're opening up more stores than ever. This is what their 90s stores look like. The 80s and 90s, this is what their stores look like. So yeah, they still have the same location on Main. This is about 2 to 3 blocks away from their corporate headquarters. What we're looking at right here. I do see that they have financing, so these are coming near you. I am not a big fan of donut shops. Why? Because that flour, it gets it everywhere. It gets in the condensers of your refrigeration units. It gets in the ice machines. The ice machines need service every 3 months. Every 3 months, you definitely are going to have to clean these ice machines. So yeah, this is what I looked at: the expansion in Maryland, Georgia, and then, like I said, so we saw that they had stores in Colorado. So more likely, it's going to be Denver. What they're doing typically, what their expansion plan is covering well-to-do people who are, they're in Houston. They might live in Houston, but they're probably from Denver. They might live in Houston, but they might be from the DMV area. And then they will put up a franchise because they're very familiar with it. They know that it's, like they said, a well-established brand. And so they'll say, yeah, this is something I could put in my hometown. There's nothing like this. No one else is serving kolaches. So that's that. Any other questions? Any questions you guys had about this? Wow, donuts used to be 5 cents. So now this is Peak Rock Capital. Let me see what this is. So donuts are, it is a very consistent client. It's just that do not expect that you're going to go ahead and hit them and be in and out, or that you're going to clean them and clean these machines, and there's never going to be a call where you're going to have to come back prematurely. That is going to happen, especially depending on their air conditioning system. Depending on their air conditioning, that is going to determine how often you go there. You go there and have to come back. Now, they all, like Charles is saying, most are open, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That has changed since COVID. Let me go back here because I was trying to see what other Peak Rock investments are out there. I want to see. This is how you kind of stumble across into a much larger entity. You really want to see. Oh man, let me see. Here's their portfolio, and then you can see what else they're invested in. So let me see what else they. Oh, they own Turkey Hill. They're Shipley. So Shipley's is in good hands. What you're looking at is, because these people are funded by the same organization, you will find that. So now Shipley's is going to start using Turkey Hill products and things of that nature. This is how they're able to support these multiple brands. And now you see this with this bottling. They're able to take this beverage brand and they're able to put that in all the Shipley's locations. So yeah, they're able to use the sauces. Why? Because they serve kolaches, and kolaches are sausages wrapped in a puff pastry, not a puff pastry, but in a pastry. But enough down that rabbit hole. Let me see here. Shipley's Donuts, and feel free to hit me with whatever question you guys have, because this is going to be a short one. I have to get up early tomorrow. Colorado. Yeah, see? Now, these are closed. See, Charles, in Colorado, so it's 3 of them. They are closed. Let me see if it's like Eagle Val, Denver. Okay, so it's Colorado Springs, Aurora, and Fountain. And they are closed. Let me see when they are closed. This is surprising because So yeah, they got one in Denver, pretty much the city limits, and then the other 2 going south. I would have thought that they'd had it in Eagle Val. So here you go. If you're in Denver, you can go ahead and put this client on the map. You're able to hit them up, all on the same highway. They open up at 5. My guess is they probably close. Well, let me see what closed. Oh, Brother Charles, they close at 5. They close at 5. So things have changed. Things have changed for Shipley's. Let me see if I can move this thing. I'll take myself off. So as you see, Charles, it's 5 to 5. Which is, all right, so here's the good part about that, which means that you have time to work on this stuff later in the evening. Most of you don't like hearing about that, but you're able to maneuver inside these places while there's limited staff. Due to the fact that they have this equipment right there in the front, right there in the serving window and whatnot, it's a little difficult to get to these some of these areas of work. So if you're an early riser, you can get in there early. They don't open till 5, but the staff is going to be in there, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then if you would like to get in there in the evening, they're more than likely going to be able to accommodate you. Now, so that's your so that's Colorado. They're making this pretty easy. They're making this pretty easy for you guys to get in there and knock these things out. So let me see here. So, oh yeah, Scotsman training is definitely coming up. Here we go. So coming up in October, you got your Scotsman training. You definitely want to attend Cold Draft. If any of you, well, I'm just going to assume that 99% of you that are going to watch this video have never heard of Cold Draft. So Cold Draft, they're rolling out the training. So it's going to be a 2-day thing. If you like, you can skip the Scotsman. Cold Draft is going to introduce you to a affluent client. So let me see here. So this is October and November. So it's already cranking up. So this is Canada. So Canada's got training in October and November. Let me show you Cold Draft. Now, Cold Draft is not exactly a fun machine to work on. I've never, in all fairness, I've never worked on the little ones. Never worked on the little ones. Now, they are extremely similar to the residential. They are extremely similar to the residential. So in order to make a square 2-inch cube, the ice machine, let me do this, the visuals. The ice machine sprays the water up into the square molds. And then there's a slight dimple at the very top. And that allows the ice cube to drop when it goes into the harvest mode. So I've had some people contact me from around the globe asking me how they can get a 2-inch cube. The only way you can get a 2-inch cube is through this method. You cannot get a 2-inch cube with your plate any other way. So you cannot convert an isomatic into a 2-inch cube. You cannot convert a Manitowoc into a 2-inch cube. The only way you can do it is upside down. Hoshizaki has one. I was out and I did a live stream when I worked on that one. Funny enough, Hoshizaki asked me, did I need any help after I put out the video showing the thing making ice or whatever. Hoshizaki is a fun company. So let me see what else I can show you here on the service. Now that Scotsman owns Cold Draft, they have placed all the data using the Scotsman template. So now everything is just like using the Scotsman website. So you have all your information here. Here's all your error codes on the Cold Draft. Here's all the information. So here's what I'll do. I'll just place this in the, let me place this in the chat. From here, you'll be able to follow that link. Okay, you follow me hard, man. Okay, on IG, Naj. So this is the information on Cold Draft. So let me show you, because I have quite a few people that would like to sell. They would like to sell this ice. So currently on the market, you only got two. You got Cold Draft, which has the actual 2-inch cube. And then you have Hoshizaki, which is not a 2-inch cube. It's a 1.75-inch cube. Which, believe it or not, the clients are still not happy with that. What the hell is going on? Hold on one second. They want a 2-inch cube. But Cold Draft has the patent on that, which is why Cold Draft gets bounced around. Cold Draft used to belong to Legacy. It used to belong to the Legacy group. Let me see what I can find here with the images. So they've dug into crates and they're now producing all of these old school units. These units were out of production for 15 years, at least 15 years. So the way that they make all the residential ones that are upside down, pretty much like your Manitowoc and Manitowoc has a square, and the other one, this is the same way. So this sucker has a spring, and it will pretty much like bounce the top mold to try to shake out the ice. Even still, some of them will have a system where they're trying to run water over the top of the chill plate to try. Oh, this wants me to download it to try and get rid of this. Let me show you here. The reason why everybody wants this freaking 12-inch cube is because they want. Yeah, let me show you what this thing sells for. They want this for high-end beverages, high-end drinks. Here we go, finally. So this is the craft cube. This is the Cold Draft 2-inch cube. This is what everybody wants. They're the ones that can give you the. Let me see if I can find this. That's solid. This solid square. Hoshizaki is going to give you. Let me see if this thing is going to give it to me. There we go. Hoshizaki is going to give you this dimple at the top. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, there we go. So this is the full cube. These numbers right here is the Hoshizaki numbers. I don't know why they're giving us this instead of the 2-inch, but this is pretty much what the Hoshizaki currently gives you. And so it's going to have a very large dimple in it, and that's so that it can release the ice, because otherwise there's no vacuum break on the ice, and then the ice just stays there. So now let me show you some pricing. Hold on one second. Let me show you some pricing on this. So you know who carries this? Nobu. Nobu has Charles, there's nothing I can do about this. Nightbot is a program. It's not an actual person. Well, yeah, I know. I know. They kind of, that's their selling thing, is that it's for whiskey and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Alex Tech, you can charge. The sky's the limit, because you're charging according to what your costs are, not according to the market. I like to tell people that, first off, you don't have a large warehouse. You don't have an accountant. You don't have a secretary. You don't have people that are manning the phone. You don't have a full-time parts clerk. But guess what? Your competitors, they have all of that. And they have to pay for that. They have to pay for that. So that is all included. They have to add that into their pricing. So as you can see, these suckers are not, these damn things are not cheap. And it appears that they've made some changes. Not only did Scotsman bring back the old style, it looks like they made some changes. Now, Cold Draft has always had a digital display. They have a very large sandwich board display that is kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain. But I will say that the original Cold Draft training that they used to have, where they had the guy come out from the factory, he does a very in-depth training class. Okay, let me see here. Let me go back. Well, you can always just go to Scotsman. Just go to Scotsman. I gave you the information. That information came directly from Scotsman. I'll show you again. Right? So here's Scotsman Ice. You can just Google it. Service support training. Bam. There you go. Let me make this larger. Let me check and see if anybody has any questions on Instagram. No questions on Instagram. Looks like you guys ain't got a lot later. So here you go. Depending on where you are in Canada, now you can't just show up. So you're going to need to call Derek Hill. He's the trainer. He doesn't work for LDI. He doesn't work for Key Equipment. He appears to work for Scotsman. So this is October and then again in November. So Calgary is in October and Burnaby, British Columbia. So that is November. Don't worry, they're going to come around to the East Coast. They're going to come around to Toronto. They're going to come around to Alberta. So, but you could always contact Derek Hill. Let him know you're interested so that he can get you set up. Well, fun fact is that people will place Cold Draft, and when I say people, I mean Scotch drinkers, whiskey drinkers. When they have a $500 bottle of Scotch, they want this Cold Draft, which is actually why Cold Draft, which is Scotsman, is bringing back. Let me see if that's actually why they're bringing back the hold on one second. Why they're bringing back the smaller units. Let me see here. This is why they're bringing back the smaller units. Ice machine, commercial ice maker. And let's see here. I don't want countertop. Under counter. So let's shop all. And then we're going to go with a full cube. Oh, I should have went with extra large. And then once we do that, then you can see there's the ITV. There's your Istro, Summit. What the hell happened to what's the name? Hold on a second. Let me go with extra large cube. And there we go. There's Cold Draft under extra large cube. This is what the whiskey drinkers want. So you will find these smaller units in their home, specifically this one, because this is the 15-incher. And you will find that they are going to remove the legs. The legs just unscrew. Those black legs unscrew. Once they do that, they can slide this underneath the counter at your bar at home. And chances, a lot of times they will have their bar at home built out to accommodate that. Yeah. So there are a number. Cold Draft has a very large following when it comes to whiskey and scotch. And for the price, I mean, that is an unbelievable price when it comes to this size and ice machine. This size and ice machine, that is amazing. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of refrigerant they're using. Let's see what kind of refrigerant they're using. Let's see if we can find out. And see, it only weighs 95 pounds. It's just over what it would be if they would ship it by UPS. Yeah, UPS and FedEx. If they can get the weight down a little bit, they would be able to ship it through UPS. So it looks like they would probably, it's 134A. It's still 134A. And like I said, they are shipping this out currently. Scotsman is churning these things out like ain't nobody's business. Like nobody's business. So once again, if you learn how to, let me make myself a little bigger and then I'm going to wrap this up. If you learn how to work on this unit here, the small one is exactly the same as the larger ones. You can only make that cube one way. So you have it. So if you work on this, you get the training to work on this, then you could work in Nobu. Every single Nobu has the Cold Draft. And Cold Draft has a system where you can stack them on top of each other. Let me see if I can find the Cold Draft stack. And even with them stacked, I think you can stack them 3 high. Let me find it. Let me find it for you. Oh, I can't. I think you can. Okay. Wow, they're making them stack now. How about that? So you could stack a Cold Draft. Oh, let me see here. Wow, they're actually making them stack now. Let me go down this rabbit hole with you guys. Yes, so here we got machine is stackable. So they make one that makes 500 pounds of ice stackable, and it's another one that makes 1,000 pounds. So if your client wants to increase the number of ice production, they just buy a whole nother ice machine. And then it gets stacked right on top of the existing one. On the right-hand side, the ice just comes sliding down a chute. So once you take off the cover and you stack them on top of each other, it forms an ice chute on the right-hand side. And then there's a bin. The bin works whether it's one ice machine or 2 ice machines, and I'd like to show you one. I have never seen an I take that back. I've never seen a water-cooled Cold Draft. I've only ever seen air-cooled. So they're 220 units. You're only going to find 220 units with the stackables. And then there's your bin. So let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to go with the bigger one. Come on, man. Don't play nice. I guess they're just showing it to us. See, here's the cube. There's the cube. And that's the big. Notice they're not even showing the freaking machine. They're showing the cube. Why they're not showing this freaking machine, it is beyond me. Let me see if this thing says it's stackable. So yeah, they consider that cube that it makes the extra large. But once you work on this freaking machine, this is going to put you in all the top steakhouses in your market. Once you work on this machine, this will put you in all the high-end bars for your market. So you're looking for the cold draft site. I mean, you saw me do it. You just type in cold draft. It's just KOLD, cold draft. Hold on 1 second. There you go. And for all of you on Instagram that's hanging tough, Isaac, what's happening? Isaac Campos, what's the word? So it's just cold draft. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Once you learn how to work on the cold draft system, it doesn't matter if it's the small unit or if it's 3 units stacked on top of each other. Don't hold me to this, but I want to say you could stack up to 4. I want to say you could stack up to 4. If you attend the training class, they will tell you how many you could stack. They will tell you how many cold draft units you can stack on top of each other, that one particular unit. They used to advertise it heavy. They used to advertise that hard because they would really only push 2 models. They would push that one I showed you that does like 80 pounds, and they would have that like at a bar for the bartender, and then they had the larger one, and that would be in out of view in the kitchen. And when Legacy Group had it, I mean, it was rough when Legacy had it. Now, what are you saying no to? Adrian, what are you saying no to? What is the no about? So anyway, once you learn how to work on this, you could work on any cold draft unit. So that the engineering is all the same. You was looking for training for. Wait a minute. Hold on. Adrian, hold on now, Adrian. Hold on, Adrian. Yeah, so Scotsman owns cold draft. I showed you that. Bam, I told you that. It's right there. Scotsman Ice and cold draft. Those are the 2 dates. And you contact Derek Hill. And Derek Hill is going to provide you with the dates for your market. He'll sign you up and let you know if there's going to be any cost. All right. So I don't want to, toot my own horn or anything like that, but yeah, I've been pushing for training on these products with Scotsman specifically, and they ran that up the flagpole, and this is what's happening. So please attend the classes. If you do not attend the classes in your market, they will pull the classes. They will pull them. They will be no more. And so you could find it from Scotsman, and you could find this from URI. They have all the classes for Scotsman, cold draft, Manitowoc, right? Coming up. So this September, we're now in September. So Baton Rouge is September 26th. Manitowoc, Greensboro, North Carolina. There's a ton of you following me from North Carolina. You're up this month. October, West Virginia with the Manitowoc. Cairo, Hurricane, October. So we're cranking out the Manitowoc training classes, not the counter day, the actual full classes. So East Coast is up. That's you. See, so here's Scotsman, Baton Rouge. you might want to, if you're in Baton Rouge, you might want to talk to Mike and ask him if he is at all gonna cover any of this, if he has the ability to cover it. But all right, that's cool. So you might want to see if he has the ability to cover. Like I said, we've gone down this Scotsman rabbit hole because I was talking about Shipley's. Shipley's is expanding their coverage outside of Houston. Whataburger is going outside of Houston, but Shipley's is bringing with them Scotsman. So if you run into a Shipley's in your market, you're going to have Scotsman. I'm actually going to be putting in an isomatic. I'm the isomatic servicer. Not that I'm not the Scotsman servicer, but I'm going to be just replacing what's there. It's a little bit easier for me. Yeah, there's no other. So they haven't changed any dates. It's pretty much ending in. Oh, okay, pretty much ending in December. It looks like it's going to be time for me to start to download these the training dates. School's back in session, and we've made it to the hour mark. So Isaac, if you got any questions, Isaac Campos, let me know. Naj, let me know if you got any questions. Adrian, if there's anything else I haven't covered, definitely let me know. And who else we got? Alex, definitely let me know if there's anything else. So all you guys in freaking Canada, huh? Because I am definitely going to be up early. Freaking early. All this week. This week is going to be a nightmare for me. I'm not looking to settle down and get into an easy work week for another month. As the temperature comes down, these refrigeration units are going to need the leaks are going to become apparent in these systems. So my number of service calls I'm going to have is going to tick up. You would think it correlates directly with the heat. No, when the seasons change, that's when the issues come up. And also with the season change, this is when I do my cleaning. So I do my quarterly cleanings for quite a few people, and they've been hounding me. All right, so if there are a lot of authorized servicers for a brand in one area, does it mean it will be easier to get customers? Well, that all depends on you. Let me explain something to you. When it comes to commercial, everyone has their clients, right? So I have my existing customers. I am not looking to add. Am I adding customers? Yes, but I am not looking to add. When people call, I filter through any new customer. Everyone is extremely limited as to what they can handle. Since we're in a shortage with technicians, it doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter if you're in Virginia, if you're in Vaw Beach. Doesn't matter if you're in Manhattan. Doesn't matter if you're in Orlando, West Palm Beach, Hialeah. Does not matter. You guys are having problems because you don't know the ins and outs of the business. Everyone has their clientele. So, for instance, if I have a chain that has 15 locations and I'm doing all their ice machines, and let's say I'm doing all their ovens and deep fryers, I'm going to be pretty tied up, especially if I'm doing quarterly. Now, this 15 could be these new gas stations that are serving food, full complete meals. You got your Wawas with pizza and all this other stuff. Um, so there's no scarcity in client. It doesn't matter if Manitowoc is quote unquote the number one brand, right? So Manitowoc is in your Taco Bell. Manitowoc is in your McDonald's. Manitowoc is in your KFC. Manitowoc is everywhere. Everyone should be authorized for Manitowoc. And the reason why they're authorized for Manitowoc is so they can take care of their customers' needs should a problem arise. If I am taking care of a customer and all their locations have Manitowoc, I will lose that customer to the technician that is Manitowoc certified. Why would someone deal with you if you cannot handle the simplest of issues? If there is a probe issue with the Manitowoc, why would they then have to go with someone else, wait on them while you're over there twiddling your thumbs? Oh, I can't help you. That's under warranty. No. What you do is you would then take off the ice thickness probe. You would take it to your distributor, say, yeah, I went to the class. Last year I went to the class. They would look you up, see you went to the class. They would say, okay, you're Manitowoc authorized. They would then give you the new part. You pay for it, then they credit it right back to your system. So you pay for it, you give them the old one, then they give you the new one, and then they credit you your money. Then you take your part and you take it back to your customer, you put it on. Let's say you did that at Monday. You went out Monday at 8 a.m. By Monday, 10 a.m., that customer is back up and running. If they were to call somebody else, they might make them wait a couple of weeks. That's not going to make you look very good in front of your customer. Not only that, but they're going to be wondering, why are they even entertaining you? Why wouldn't they just go with the authorized customer, because authorized service company, because they're at a disadvantage by having a non-authorized tech working on their equipment. At any moment, your client can rip out an ice machine and throw in a new one. The cost of buying ice quickly adds up to here's what certified means. Certified is once you go to this class right here, you're now certified. You just have to go to the class. Once you go to the Hoshizaki class and you stay till it's finished, now you're Hoshizaki authorized. And you have to go once a year to stay authorized. Once you go to the Scotsman class, you are authorized, and you have to go once a year to stay authorized. So you have to spend that one day. Most of them is half of a day. So you have to go spend that half of a day. You learn what the latest and greatest is. You learn what issues is going on, but then you're authorized. You are authorized for that piece of equipment. That's it. That's all. And all that means is when you go to get paid for the part, that they'll pay you. They'll pay you for the labor to install the part. That's all it is. That's all it is. So that is what you must do, especially when you're starting out. No one wants to entertain a non-authorized technician. A non-authorized technician is just a recipe for disaster in a customer's eyes down the road. If you won't even go for a 4-hour class, what kind of technician are you? If you won't go for an 8-hour class, you're a worthless technician. You're no good. You're no good in the market. You're no good to anybody. You deserve to be in no man's land. You deserve not to have any clients. If you don't go to class, first of all, when you go to class, you get to meet the trainers. You go to class, you get to meet the distributors. You get your parts account set up. They introduce you to the sequence of operations. This is all going to be very interesting to you the first 3 years you go to class. By the time you get to 5, most guys are falling asleep in class. Most guys are kicking and screaming that they don't want to go to class. They can't leave the parking lot fast enough when class is over with. But you want to be authorized so that you can take care of your customer. You don't want somebody else coming in and taking care of your customer, because best believe that customer will not be yours very, very much longer. So that is the whole purpose of this channel. The very purpose of this channel is to show you guys when these classes are, and then I'll try to show you how much the classes are, if at all possible. So the difficulty, Adrian, is coming up with $35 to $85. So some classes are 35, and this is across the board. Some classes are 35, and then some are 85. Yeah, it's, it is exactly what I'm saying it is. You just take your ass to class. That's about it. There's no test. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no test. There's nobody's checking your ID when you come in. They just, you have to let them know in advance that you're coming, so that they'll have enough food for you, and let you know in advance so that they'll at least have a seat for you, that kind of thing. And let me see if Follett has any kind of classes this year. I have not gotten through to Follett. Follett has Dave's Hot Chicken, I believe. You will see some Costco's with Follett, some Sam's Club with Follett. That varies. That varies from store to store. It all depends. It's at the manager's discretion, because they'll own Hoshizaki. They'll get fed up with Hoshizaki. Then they'll go with Manitowoc. They'll get fed up with Manitowoc. They skip Scotsman altogether, and then they will go with Follett. They will go with Follett. I've never seen a Sam's Club, a Costco go with Isomatic. I've never seen them go with Isomatic or Scotsman. But I have seen them go with Follett, Manitowoc, and Hoshizaki. And then you have some Follett. Follett is in Shipley. I'm sorry, not Shipley's. Chick-fil-A. So you have some Chick-fil-A. Their option is Hoshizaki and Follett. Let me see if I can find any freaking classes. Technical support, technical training, live training webinars. No, they still don't have any freaking classes. They still. Follett has their classes every 3 years. Every 3 years. So, okay. So here we go. All right. It's impossible to attend all classes if a customer has many brands at the same location. Alex, quick question. I'm going to make it big. How many ice machines would your customer have? How many ice machines would they have? And then not only that, why would they have multiple brands? When they're making their purchase, they get discounts for purchasing the same equipment. when they're making purchase, you got to remember these things have specific water requirements. These things have specific power requirements. These things have a specific dimension to them. They're in business. People don't just buy whatever. There's a reason behind it. Like I mentioned earlier with the Shipleys and them having Scotsman, I found it to be unusual that this one location had Isomatic, and they had this unit for 15 years. Most locations are going to go with one. I just mentioned, I don't know where you were like 5-10 minutes ago, but I just mentioned that Manitowoc is in Taco Bell. Manitowoc is in McDonald's. Manitowoc is in KFC and Popeyes. So what kind of scenario would you have where they're going to have 10 different brands of ice machine in one location? The class is 1 day. So it's 1 day for Scotsman. It's 1 day for Hoshizaki. And most times it is, let's see here. What was it? I gotta go back. Shoot, you're killing me here. Let me just pull up the Manitowoc real fast. So this is okay. So this is a full day. The Manitowoc is a full day. So Follett is going to be an online only class. Follett is an online only class, and this is from 1 o'clock. This is only like an hour. It's an hour-long class. So I'm curious to see what scenario you have in your mind where you're going to go into a movie theater and they're going to have a Hoshizaki on the dispenser, a Follett, a Manitowoc, a Scotsman. That doesn't exist. That's never existed anywhere ever. Follett uses an ice ride system. Everything must be designed for that little nugget of ice to go through this clear tube, and then it will push up into a bin, and that's so that the Chick-fil-A employees can just scoop out of the well that's right in front of them and fill up the cups. No one else has that system. So it's a particular thing. So everyone goes, these are all going to be stretched out over a period of 6 months, where you're going to have classes for Manitowoc, and then maybe a month later you might have a class for Hoshizaki, and then maybe 2 months later you might have a class for another brand. You can also attend these classes year by year. Since you're new to this whole thing, you can go to Scotsman this year, and next year you can add on, you go to Scotsman, and then you go to Manitowoc. Then the year after that, you go to Scotsman, Manitowoc, and then Hoshizaki. And that way you're gaining your skills, because all three manufacturers make ice differently, which is why the cold draft class is on a different day than the Scotsman class, because those two machines make ice completely different. So I hope that answers your question. Let that scarcity mindset go. Once you're fully trained on equipment, your only competition is yourself. You can only get to one job at a time. The goal is, once you're there at a particular location, then take care of multiple items. Just like we did in residential. The goal is not to do Scotsman here and then do Scotsman there and then do Scotsman at another place. That gets to be a little difficult for my market. That's extremely difficult because I have a large distance to cover, traffic, and a whole other host of issues. When you're in a city like Chicago, you have traffic, and then you got to throw in snow. So your best bet is to stay at one location, take care of the Scotsman ice machine, take care of their refrigeration, the whole nine. Like I just did a coffee shop. At this coffee shop, I take care of there was a coffee shop today. So I take care of their QBD refrigerated display case. I take care of their, it's not, we'll just say Victory. Their Victory refrigeration. So they have they have 6 pieces of refrigeration. Then they have a Scotsman ice machine, and then they have the CMA dishwasher. The only thing that they own that I have not taken care of is the speed oven. So the speed oven, they actually had somebody else do it. Even though I told the guy I do it, I guess he might have thought it was under warranty. He thought it was under warranty, so he didn't call me. He went with the warranty service company, which in my market is Coker. So it was so like I said, I do everything else. He calls me and I do everything else. But this was a Turbo Chef. This was a Turbo Chef oven. Let me make this big. So it was a Turbo Chef because it's a coffee shop. Oh God, it's a coffee shop, and like I said, I do the dishwasher, I do the refrigeration, the freezer, the display case for the pastries, and all that other good stuff. But he decided to have the factory authorized, because a lot of customers are like this. They want to go with the company that knows the item. He just assumed that I didn't know the item, even though I was there day one. Before he had his first customer, I was there. I had to sign off on his CMA dishwasher. Why? Because I'm authorized. So CMA wanted to make sure that the dishwasher was installed correctly. So I had been there since day one. He saw I was on the Scotsman list, so he had me work on the Scotsman ice machine. He called up CMA, so he knew I was CMA authorized. He knew if there was something that was under warranty, he knew that I would take care of it under warranty. He called up the manufacturer for the fridge. He saw that I was authorized for the fridge. He didn't know I was QBD authorized, but he just asked. But he did not ask me if I can work on his Turbo Chef. And I'm actually still pissed about that, to be honest with you. So I just got paid today for working on the display case. QBD. Yeah, there we go. QBD refrigeration in Canada. Here we go. QBD, all you Canadians, eh? Here is QBD. I've talked about this. I did a standalone video for QBD for you guys. So QBD, oh yeah, it ain't and minus 40. I didn't do one for minus 40, but QBD. This is a little deceptive because Fresh Pet is also using True. And now I know why. So they're using True because True is using the system where they're able to remotely monitor the equipment and then send out a technician. I tried calling the company that's handling Fresh Pet. They're dispatching through SoundCloud, through this app that I don't care for. And I'm trying to show you QBD is also, even though they say, yeah, it is Pepsi. So yeah, they have that agreement with Pepsi. You will see quite a bit of these units are with Pepsi. Here is the retail unit, right? Where you just put your credit card. I told you guys about this over a year ago. This is coming. So this is the new style of a vendor. This is the new vendor retail system. So now a person like you or me can buy one of these systems manufactured by True, manufactured by Structural Concept, manufactured by QBD. And these are vendor units. These are completely automated. You load up your items, you program using your computer or your tablet. You can tell the reader what it has in there, where it is. It weighs every single item. When the customer comes in, they put their credit card, they scan their credit card on the screen. Once they scan their credit card on the screen, they're able to reach in, grab whatever multiple they want. If they want 10 items, they will grab 10 items out of there. Once they close the door, the fridge will weigh each shelf. Not only will it weigh each shelf, but it has a camera that is monitoring each item in there. So if someone takes out 3 drinks and then places 4, let's just say they place in 4 weights in there that weigh the same amount as those Pepsis, it uses a scanner. It judges by weight, and it also has a camera in there to see the items. And then some of them have RFID chips embedded in the labels. I don't know how they're doing that with the distributors, but some of them have RFID chips, and it works with the fridge. So you don't have to work on anything particular as far as vending now goes. This is True. This is Structural Concept, QBD, which is -40, and then a few more are coming out. So let me show you. Let me do this when I'm going down this freaking rabbit hole. Yeah, they got the ice cream and whatnot. I wanted to get into this. I just don't have a place to put these damn things. So Blue Bunny, Haagen-Dazs, Nestle, Dryers, Rich's ice cream. These are the units. True is in this business. QBD. I wanted to show you guys the merchandise that's in my client's coffee shop. It's not coming up though. It's not coming up. Okay, here we go. Other products. That's what I want to show you. Merchandisers. And you'll find these everywhere. You'll find these in high schools, grammar schools, like I said, for the vending, but they've also put Gatorade has put these in. Gatorade has put these in high schools. They say Gatorade on the side of the fridge. They're in the athletic department. I've had to work on a number of these in schools. Here's an open air grab and go. Let me see. Custom merchandisers. I don't want to see that. Oh, for real. Look at that. They make the for real unit. Get the hell out of here. They just make the fridge for the for real. Oh, how about that? Look at this. Down the rabbit hole we go. See, so here are the units where it scans and it uses the camera and all that other stuff. Look at that. I wasn't even trying to show you guys that. Oh, this reminds me. For Real has Alex. Come now, Alex. Let's not do that. Let's not go there. It's called Hapco. It is a Chinese company with French-speaking employees in Vancouver, Canada. Let's not do that. I have done 4 videos dedicated to HAPCO. I've given you the contact name and email address for HAPCO. All you have to do is let's show it. Let me show you here. Let me do this. Watch this. HABCO. Let's see here. Read. Let me see if I come up. No. Let me see. HAPCO. Let me see. HAPCO and Mike Reed. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Boom. So here we go. Mike Reed. You tap on that. And what do we? Oh, yeah. It shows that I'm live. Look at that. 71,000 views. YouTube is wicked to me, man. I only got 700 subscribers. Where's my HAPCO? Tell you what, we're gonna do this. HAPCO. And oh, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's me right there. Did one talking about how HAPCO is in Walmart. That was a year ago. I did HAPCO. Oh, let me see. Where's another one? I did about 6 different HAPCO. Let me see if I got some more. So yeah. There isn't very much out there that I have not covered. There are some that are specific just to Canada that I haven't gone over. But if they are like HAPCO sells here in the United States, they are also, yeah, I know you are. But HAPCO is also into beverages. So HAPCO is with all the rest of them that I've been telling you about. And For Real, let me show you. For Real has training on the 10th. So I'm gonna do my best to show you guys. But if you want to sign up for the training on the 10th, let me see what we got here. Oh, wait. No. Let me see here. Yeah, For Real. Let me see what I got here. Bear with me. Hold on. I'm pulling up the email. So it is on Teams, I think. It's on Teams or something. Damn it, I can't find it. Right now. Hold on. It's in my notes. No, calendar. It's in my calendar. I'll probably have to pull this up for you guys. Okay. Ooh. I thought I got to do this training with the school, and that's on the 5th. Here we go. Let me pull this sucker up. Let me show you the screen. Stop that one. Let me show you my calendar. So it is Central Time, 8 a.m. For Real is having it. You have to download Microsoft Teams. Do yourself a favor and set up Microsoft Teams first. Make sure you have it downloaded. Make sure you're able to log into it. Let me copy the link. For those of you that are on here, oh, you guys can't see this. Hold on a second. All right, so here's shoot. It's not letting me copy this freaking link. It's opening up Microsoft Teams. Hold on 1 second. Let me give you this. I'm gonna try to do maybe I do a community post. Are any of you guys even looking at the community posts? How would you like for me to send this over to get you guys this information. I do a lot with Instagram. Most of this stuff is on Instagram that I do. So let me go back to the calendar. So let me show you. Let me see if I can get into this thing. I just copied this for real thing. So this is the date. Let me give you the gentleman's information if I can find it. 10th. Let me see if this comes up if I type in the 10th. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going into my calendar. Apple Calendar is horrific. For real. It doesn't say training. I'm going to say class. No, it's still not coming up. Apple at one point in time had a very good system. I'll look this up. I'll put this back out there for the for real class. But let me know in the comments section if you guys are interested in the for real class. Let me know if you're interested in that. I'd like to thank Brother Frank Evans for all his donations. Greatly appreciated. I had let me thank the people. I didn't get a chance to guess what? No cracks in the screen. I finally went through and because I have Apple Care, finally went through and ordered another damn phone. Okay. Melissa, thank you very much for your donation. Thank you very much for contributing to the show. Let me see if I can make this damn thing bigger. Let me see who else we got here. Oh, sure, no problem. Yeah, I'm erasing a lot of videos, but I'm keeping up the ones that are just brand specific. Najee Johnson, thank you very much for your contribution. Frank Evans, thank you as always. Richard R. Brown, thank you. And Mel, as always, thank you all for contributing to the channel. And show you guys. And this is you guys couldn't hear me, but I'm gonna get a new case. I promise. I'm looking for the old case. I cannot find it, but as you see, no cracks. All right. I finally went, used Apple Care, got my phone, got my daughter her phone. Both of our phones were looking like jigsaw puzzles. They were horrific. If you would like to contribute to the show, hold on one second. Let me show you. Let me show you this. You can use you have a number of different ways. You could use Zelle up there at the top. You can use Cash App. You could use PayPal. Well, that's all my other presents right there. Oh, there's the Cash App. So if you like the content, if you're interested in at all supporting the channel. I do not have any sponsorships just yet. I'm just helping out other individuals like Learn to Trade, putting this stuff out there. Nomar Appliance. So it's a very small family-run Cuban family that owns Nomar Appliance, and I try to give him, some exposure, let people know that he exists, that you can get parts from Nomar. I haven't done a video for Nomar. I mean, I haven't done like a commercial yet for Nomar, but he sells appliances. I mean, not appliances. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Let me show you Nomar stuff. Nomar sells appliance parts, commercial and residential, all over the United States. He speaks Italian, and of course he speaks Spanish, so he can get you parts. Look at it. Here's your square motor. I've had quite a few people trying to find a square motor. Here it is right here. $68. $68. Oh shit. So don't hesitate. He's got all kind of parts. There's your fan motors, all type of commercial and residential. He even sells refrigerant. So feel free to give him a call. He's open on Saturday. He was actually thinking about opening up on Sunday, and I told him, no, it's not going to be worth it. Told him, no, please don't do it. But this is the different ways that you can contribute to the channel. Make it. I'll show you the bigger one. This is the bigger one. So if you want to contribute to the show, I don't often show it, but this is, these are the different ways you can do it. What I'm really interested in is sponsorship. So I'm looking for sponsorship. That way the money would come from manufacturers instead of coming from you guys, the technicians out there in the field, trying to make a living. But I do want to try to give you information that is information that you can use, information that you're going to make money from. Don't hesitate to put any kind of questions out there in any of the former videos. Oh, sure, no problem. I don't mind. I don't mind providing that. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. But what I'm initially doing is giving you guys information on who all of these different manufacturers are, how you can get a hold of their training department, when the training classes are, and all that good stuff, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be on talking with you guys, but I'm going to flash up some of these videos because I got to get up early in the morning, and this is going on longer than the 30 minutes that I was trying to do. But this is a channel to answer your questions, get you familiar with the business. And I wish you guys much success out there. So please like, share, subscribe. At this point in my YouTube career, I need to get to 1,000. I'm only at 717. I got to get up to my 1,000. Then I will get a rep, and then they will straighten out my my YouTube account, because YouTube likes to play games. I'll be on Thursday, but usually I'm on Monday at 7. I came on earlier, but I was in the middle of delivering an ice machine. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And with that, I am out of here. I'll see you on Thursday. Thursday in the evening. We will look at me anytime.
We are same, but different, but still same.
What we do here is go back.